Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica. It is launch day for block number 12 of our 2025 Sew With Me series. So it's our last block in the series. I hope you are enjoying this sew along. We are almost done and we're gonna have a really fun quilt just in time for the holidays. Quickly, I wanted to mention if you've missed any of the videos thus far, don't worry about it. I have a playlist. They will remain here on YouTube so you can reference back to these anytime you like. There's also a link below this video to the blog post that has all the information that you need for this sew along. And don't forget to join our Sew With Me group on Facebook where everyone is having fun posting progress there as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at today's block, our final block. It's upside down. There we go. This is block number 12. This one is a lot of fun. I have some new techniques for you and we will be pressing some of the seams in this block open as well, just to help all of these points coming together lie a little bit flatter. So I do recommend going down to a 1.5 stitch length for this. You might also want to use some Mary Ellen's Best Press for some of these blocks as well. So let's go ahead and get started with today's tutorial. All right, let's do our recap, guys. We've got block 1, we have block 2, and this is our backing block and our front block, and we just made those together because they both had those bow units. We've got block number 3, block number 4, block number 5, 6, block 7, block 8, block 9, block 10, and finally block 11. We're almost done. We just have one more block to go. Let's go ahead and get started with today's block, block number 12. So here, all of our pieces cut out and ready to go. I'm going to set that aside. The other tool we're going to be using today a lot is our 6.5 inch ruler, just like in all of our other videos. So we're going to go ahead and start off by making our corner units. So we're going to grab our D, E, and I pieces, and we're going to sew our D and I together, and then we'll come back and add our E to make one corner unit. We're going to be making 4 corner units. For this unit, I am going to be pressing toward my fabric, so the color. I'm actually not going to press that yet because it's just one little seam, so I'm going to come back and go ahead and add that E to the bottom. Now I'm going to go ahead and just press this, and now we should have a unit that looks like this. I'm going to go ahead and trim it down. This should be 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So each one of these lines on my ruler is 1/4 of an inch. So I'm just lining up. Here's my 3, and then 1 2 3/4 there, 1 2 3/4 here, and then on these Creative Grids rulers, they always have a tiny little mark at the bottom so you know where that corner should be. This actually looks pretty good, but I'll go ahead and trim it just for fun. I'm not going to worry about the other side. This one is in really good shape. Next, we're going to take our H unit. We're going to draw a diagonal line on the wrong side of H from corner to corner. I'm just using my friction erasable pins because they will disappear with heat. Also, this is our seam allowance, so it doesn't really matter. We're going to take our unit just like this, place this right side down on the opposite corner from the green, and sew corner to corner, and always just make sure you check the diagram in the pattern. It will be really clear on which way you need to sew. So I've gone ahead and sewn, and now I'm just going to flip this out and just make sure you want to sew right on that line. If you come out this way at all, you'll end up, your piece flipped out won't be enough. So I always like to just check, make sure I'm good, and then I'll go ahead and trim off. And for this one, I'm just pressing toward the red. So here's our unit. Again, I'm going to go ahead and trim this down to 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 just to make sure it's still square. Mine looks pretty good, but I'll just run that blade along there just to get off any little bit that's extra. So that much. And we just need to make 4 of those units. These are going to be our corner units. So we can set those aside. Next, we're going to work on our flying geese units. So you're going to need a G and 2 F squares. On the wrong side of my F squares, I've already drawn a line diagonally from corner to corner. So we're just going to start out with our left side. We're going to sew right along that diagonal line, trim 1/4 of an inch away, and press it open. Again, you can press back just to make sure you sewed straight. I feel like at this point during this particular sew along, we've made a lot of flying geese units, so I feel like you guys are probably getting really good at that. All right, so there's one side. Now we just need to take our other F square and again sew from corner to corner. Next, we're going to take our C rectangle and sew it to the top of our half square triangle unit. We just need to make 4 of those units. And of course, you're going to want to trim these down per the pattern as well. Now we just need to lay out our blocks. So we're going to take our J square in the center. I've placed our 4 corner units, and then we just need to place our 4 flying geese units, just like that. And then of course, we'll sew our top, middle, and bottom rows together. Here are our 3 rows. I actually chain piece this block together, and then I am pressing these seams open just because we've got the flying geese here, and I just didn't want it to get too bulky. So now we can go ahead and just sew those units together, and I'll line up these seams right here and pin here and here, and then I'll sew along this edge using a 1/4 inch seam. When I'm done, I'll press that open and come back and add this bottom row. All right, here is our center of our block. I have pressed and trimmed it down to 10.5 by 10.5. Now we just need to add our B strips to both sides and our A strips to the top and bottom. We'll trim it up and we'll be done with our last block. And here is our final block, block number 12 for our 2025 Sew With Me series. So here's our progress with our stitching. Here is block number 12. I think this turned out really, really cute. Here's a close-up view of all of the blocks together. I love the finished cross-stitch piece and the finished quilt as well. I think this is going to be so cute to display in my home for the holidays. All right, everyone, that is it for our last block in our 2025 Sew With Me series, block number 12. I hope you've enjoyed this series so far. I will be back next week in another video to show you the finishing for this quilt so you can see it all come together. I will also be offering this full pattern in one full PDF as well, and you can get that in my store. There will also be a couple of bonus layouts for some of the blocks in there as well. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave any comments or questions in the comments section below. I'd love to hear how your progress is going with this, and don't forget to post your pictures in our Sew With Me group on Facebook. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you for joining me, and then I will see you next week for our 2025 Sew With Me finishing. That's just shining in my face. Hi, and welcome back to today's video. We are on block number 12. Hi everyone, welcome back to my video. My name is, so let's start over. All right, next we're going to take our H square. Okay.